Okay, Brian, how can parents set their child up for success in an online learning environment?
That's a fantastic question. I believe that there are three things that come to mind when I think about a child being set up for success. Number one would be the parent consistently communicating with the teacher and with the child. I think consistent communication, at least every time that they meet, maybe before and after the session, via email, I think is important for the teacher parent relationship. But I also think it is vital for mom and dad to communicate consistently with their child. And just so they know, how's the tutoring session going from the child's perspective? What are some things you're struggling with? What are some things you're happy with? I think not only does that reinforce the mentality for the child with the tutor, but it's so good when the child knows that the teacher and the parent are on the same page. And so I think consistent communication, number one. Number two, I think a willingness to partake in the academics of the child, particularly a willingness to reinforce key concepts that the child struggles with. And again, that's going to be relayed through communication. But then a parent that says, okay, outside of the classroom time, I'm going to one-on-one just work with my child. If the teacher recommends a worksheet or recommends some extra drilling, I'm going to be purposeful about that. And there's nothing better for a child in an online learning environment to know that even outside of the online, there's mom and dad at home helping them through that and teaming up with the teacher to do that. And then the third way, and this is just unique in an online learning environment, which would be similar in a traditional classroom as well, but is eliminating possible distractions in the learning environment. Because obviously, if I'm a teacher in a classroom, I can manage that. I can do my best as a teacher in the classroom, but I cannot control the online learning environment of the home. And so for a parent to set up their child for success, I think would be anything that might distract, try to get out of the room prior to the school sessions. And I know not everything can be eliminated, but certainly just an attempt at that. And I think those are just three simple ways: consistent communication, willingness to reinforce key concepts that the child struggles with, and eliminating possible distractions in the learning environment.
Great. Thank you. Okay, now, what is your favorite thing about supporting families through online education?
All right, so I've got four of these. There are things, and I think they all kind of tie together. But my favorite thing about education in general, but definitely in the support of families, is number one, just partnering with parents. I think education is so critical for any country, but doing it through a Christian perspective and the opportunity that we have to impart these truths. Number one is partnering with parents. I believe parents are given the responsibility of education. Deuteronomy 6, Psalm 78 gives clear indication to parents to train the next generation. So it is a privilege for me to come alongside um, of a parent and partner with them in this responsibility that they have of academics. And I think that is the neatest, most unique, privileged responsibility of partnering with parents. So number one is just partnering with parents. Number two, probably my second favorite, is interacting with students. And that is from the time that we click on to Google Meets to the time that we end the conversation, just that interaction, whether it's, as we were talking about, maybe a devotion at the beginning, whether it's an interactive worksheet that we're doing online, or whether it's a game, or whether it's a training session of academic learning, just being able to interact with students is that, again, it's just a privilege. And but I know that it's partnering with parents to support them in that academic endeavor. And so partnering with parents, interacting with students. Okay, so sometimes I call this the light bulb moment, but I absolutely love leading students from what they know to what they don't know so that it becomes what they know. And to me, that is just golden, because there are so many foundational steps in education, and being able to, come in and support a parent that wants the best for their child academically, but doesn't necessarily maybe know all the ins and outs and the details that over the years we've acquired. Just being able to help them to take their child from, this is what they know, this is what they're going to learn this year, and at the end of the year they're going to know this. And so taking them from the known to the unknown, so that that is known, and that is just a wonderful thing, in my opinion. Finally, this is it's weighty, but just the awesome opportunity of being depended upon in the area of academics. Just carrying that weight, somebody's got to carry it. And so just carrying that weight, I know it doesn't seem like a favorite thing, but I love the responsibility. I love the weight, because it's the grace of God that then gives us what we need for that weight, to be able to help the student, help the parent, support the family, and all this through a screen. And I just love the beauty of technology and what we're able to do now that we weren't able to do 40 years ago, but that we can go online and educate and support families through this, is just a phenomenal thing. So yeah, partnering with parents, interacting with students, leading students from the known to the unknown, and then just simply the weight of being depended upon in the area of academics. Just think those are, I know it said your favorite thing, but those are 4 of my favorite things.
Hey, and they're all great. Well, thank you so much, Bryan, for sharing those.
Absolutely.